I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me on today's video. I mean, you're here for the same reason I'm here, and that's because this is here, and it is a crowd pleaser, a crowd drawer. It does things that no other car does. If you've never owned one of these cars, here's how you know it's a great car. Original cars are selling for, they're on their way to the $10 million mark now, the $10 million mark for some of these. That's why a replica, a factory replica and not a kit car are two very different vehicles. We're going to talk about the difference between a kit car and a factory built car. We're going to talk about why Carroll Shelby only lets one company put his name on those cars and why Shelby also sells those same cars and rebadges them. All right, so as you look around this car, it's authentic, right? It doesn't have, listen, a backdraft Cobra, great car, but not authentic. The body's not the same, the suspension, all these things are different about the car. This car here is not a kit car, it's a factory built car. Tone, what's that mean? You mean this is original 1965? No. What it means is it's built on an assembly line by the same craftsmen who hand build this car one at a time. I want you to hear that, hand build. They are experts. It's all they do. They've been building these for almost 30 years, thousands of them, okay? When you think about a kit car arrives in a box. It's a kit. You assemble it. You, who may or may not be qualified or an engineer and have built many of these cars to build it properly, you end up with a less than desirable car. These ones here are in particular handcrafted, well built, and let's talk about what that looks like. These 18-inch Halibrand rims right here cost somewhere around $7,000 for the whole setup, right? Big Wilwood brakes inside. You can't go fast, right, without being able to stop. The paint on these cars, hand painted, beautifully done. I want to show you something here, and I also want to give you a quick lesson on paint, and that is this. When you come up here and I say mirror finish, look at what's in the paint, not at the paint. What do you mean, Tone? Well, what I mean is this. Look at the ceiling in the paint, look at the lights in the paint, and then come read these letters here to see how crystal clear they are. And one last thing I want to talk about too is not only is it done well there, the extra cost stripes, okay, have been also clear coated over so you can barely feel them. And this way when you wash and wax the car, you don't tear at the stripes and they have to be redone later on. As we move into the engine compartment here, I want to talk about something real quick. Why are some cars more valuable than others? Why are some of these, like this style car, more valuable than others? For instance, this has a real chrome-plated brass windshield, right? This has the rivets here that are not painted over, like that's a shortcut that you would take. The factory didn't paint them over, they're making it authentic. Inside here, we have something that's just incredible. We have a hand-built chassis in here, right? This is the 427 SR from Roush. This is the best engine you can get. It's very expensive, okay? However, if you want the best of the best, this is how you get the best, by starting with the best and adding this piece of the best, right? This is in between 500 to 550 horsepower with a dyno sheet, okay? This is a brass tank like it's supposed to be. It's polished, okay? This has ceramic coated headers and side exhaust so they won't rust. That costs thousands more to send that out and have that done. All of these little things, billet master cylinders for the clutch and brake system. Again, I get excited about it because I know how much it costs to make these things. And lastly, you have your choice. Do you want to drive with the Roush setup here, or we can actually do the Cobra valve covers, Cobra oval air cleaner, or the Cobra turkey pan air cleaner here, making it look really authentic when you open the hood when you go to a car show. All right, so the rear of the Cobra is probably one of the greatest looking cars out there. First off, the chassis is low. The wheel and tire setup is enormous. And then cap it off with this great filler cap, right? Super cool. It's got a gas cap underneath there as well. These are quick jacks. How do quick jacks work? Why are they called that? Well, you have your choice. You could have a bumper that would go here for the street cars, or for the race versions, this is called a quick jack. And what it is a guy with a bar with a handle would come up when I was at the race. He'd put the bar under there. He'd push it down. That would jack the car up. They took the two wheels off, swapped the new ones back on, and back he was gone. People love the look of that. And again, you can have either one of those. This is also a functional car too. You say, Tone, how can a race car like that be functional? I know, so that's what made this car so great. So inside here, okay, and we just left everything here. Package is much better than that, but here's the side windows, the tonneau cover, the convertible top, so you can throw some soft luggage in there if you want to. It sits right in there and with the top and the other stuff that goes. You can go away for the weekend. You can go to a winery. You can go enjoy some stuff like that. How cool would that be to take this ridiculously fast car, right, to someplace away for the weekend, and everything just finalized, fit, and finish is so good. It feels really, really solid. All right, so what's better than having a cool Cobra, having two good friends to ride with you, right? So you want to go to Cars and Coffee, you want to go to a car show, you want to go someplace. The problem with that is you're going to need to like people. And if you don't like people, this is not a good car for you, and I'll tell you why. Because when you park this car or when you drive this car, people love it. Why? Because they've never seen one. And the sound that this car makes is ground shaking. Anyway, what I do like to do though is I do like to say, come get inside with me for a minute and I want to show you why, right? There's a way to get in, easy, just drop yourself in. I'll show you how to do that if you have a question on how to get in. So I'm 6'1", and I like to point out that there's a lot of room. This is an adjustable seat. And then also too, if there's not enough room, we can actually make a little bit more room. We've done that for people in the past. We ordered this one in particular with the white piping to match the stripes on the car. I think it looks very British. It looks great. All right, let's talk about the best of the best of the best. Why is this? Okay, so we have the correct shifter in here. Say, Tone, why is this shifter bent like that? What is the reason behind that? And you say, okay, great. That's a really good question. The reason why is because if the shifter was straight, it would be right here. And what would happen is when you went to go get into gear, you would hit the bulkhead each time. So what they did to solve that problem is they bent the shifter forward and it clicks right into gear and works just like it should. It's the transmission in this. The Tremec is super nice. We order only the best transmission you can get as well. So that's why I say when you want to get the best and not make apologies for things, this is not a kit car. It's a factory built car. People say, is that a kit car? No, it's a factory built car. Smith's gauge is here. 180 mile an hour speedometer, reverse counter, right? Tom, what the heck is reverse counter mean? You mean it starts at 180 and goes backwards? No. What it does is it sweeps from right to left and the tack goes from left to right so that everything is working together and you can see everything going on at the same time instead of having to take your eyes off the road and look down at the gauges. All of these are polished. All of these are beautiful. All of the vitals you would want. It has a defroster. It has heat in the car so that you can use this in the winter time, right? It's not just a kit car. And it has, I did mention the wipers and heat. Anyway, it's usable, it's fun, and it is really, really nice in here. There's so many things that make this car great, from the gauges. When we turn this on, everybody lights up, lets us know they're working right, and then that sound, man. Oh! Everybody wants to know what it sounds or what it feels like. These cars don't require a lot of RPMs because they're super light. Every little burst of gas propels this car like crazy. And it's just easy to drive, like a little sports car. You just got to remember and respect it. But how we doing so far? Who's smiling right now? I hope you guys are, because I know I am. How's the sound? Nothing like a side pipe car.
drive. And then if you want, and you want it to be quiet, put it in another gear. It's nice and quiet. I don't want it quiet today though, because I'm hanging out with you guys. Listen to the sound and feel of this. Those big grippy Continentals up there, 18-inch. This has a 6,500 RPM red line. We haven't even got over 4,000 once. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this windy, fun afternoon skipping work. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. If you don't mind, give a thumbs up down below. It helps get the message out. I really appreciate that too. Subscribe to the channel. We got new stuff coming out all the time. And share with your friends. I'll see you on the next one.
Was that an epic test drive or what? Maybe one of the best you've ever been on? I would agree with you. We are talking about a car that no other car can compare to. I don't care if we're talking Aventador. I don't care if you're talking Pagani. Nothing is as visceral as a Shelby Cobra with a 427 in it, making power and sound. That's incredible. It looks fast sitting here. It is fast driving it. It is easy to drive though too. It's got great power, but you don't have to wring it out to go if you don't want to. You can just go for a drive. And we saw as we were doing our ride in the country roads there, how nice that sounded with the engine falling and rising. Real leather interior, spectacular paint, and the best of the best drivetrain, the best wheels and tires, the best brakes. I mean, on and on. You know what, man? If you want the best, this is what we got right now. It's brand new, just freshly built, less than 100 test miles on it, okay? And we need to find a way to get that in your garage.